Hi, I'm just within seconds of going live. Okay, we all ready? Here we go. Hi everyone, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm here live with you this Thursday evening. And I know several people will be jumping on in just a few minutes. So I will be doing some angel card readings. So if you wanted to ask me a question, you need to ask what area in your career or life or relationships that you would like for me to pull a card. So I can tell you what information comes through on that. This is my first time doing we're going to say that, in doing Bring a Friend to Facebook Live. And so that'll be a fun, hello everybody. So this will be a fun evening. So this is Bring a Friend. I'm going to do this several times. I'm going to do it this week, and I'm going to do it again the end of February. So hello, Miss Sissy, how are you doing? I'm just starting. So like I said, if you want an angel card reading, you need to ask me what area you want me to go in. Hi, Melinda. To pull the card from. So if you want career, family, that sort of thing, I will do that for you. I will also be doing Psychic 101 in March, and it will be one night a week for 6 weeks, starting the beginning of or the middle of March, and be going all the way through. It'll be one night. It'll be all online, not a person in my classroom, so that'll be fun. Hello, Miss Henia. And then my next open to the public group reading will be in April sometime, and so there'll be more information. If you want to stay connected to me, Facebook, Instagram, my website, and YouTube. I guess those are the best ways to keep in touch with me. It's one of those. So I am clearing out my screen. Not what I wanted. A little technical issues on the computer, which is kind of normal for me. And okay, so if you bring a friend and you brought a friend or told a friend about this or invited a friend to come and join us this evening, both you and your friend need to be liking my page, at One Inspiring Woman, on Facebook. It makes it easier to be able to contact you that way. Let's see what else. Both y'all have to be on there, and then your friend needs to say, at some point I'll read all the comments that y'all make during the reading. I can't always see everything. It doesn't always read that way. But just say, hey, so-and-so invited me, and I'll keep track of that, and then put their names in a drawing, and they will be getting a free gift from me. And I love to give away free stuff, so that's going to be something that we're going to do again on the 28th of February. So there'll be some other goodies coming out then. So if you didn't invite anybody today, you can do that then. Let's see. Sue wants. Usually what I'm planning, Sue, is for the one in February is that I am going to do it one night a week. And usually if you know ahead of time, like that's going to be the night, then you can always kind of usually work around your schedule. Hello, Miss Susie. And that makes it a little bit easier for you. And I'm kind of thinking it'll probably be like a Monday night, and that class is going to be all online. I will start another Psychic 101 sometime in May, I think it is, and that will be here in Houston or in Sugarland, depending on where you are in the world or what does that mean to you. So we've got some other people popping on. Okay, so do we got any questions? I know a lot of people had some issues with the full moon that came in on the 4th. We're still kind of in that new moon energy, so if you have not gotten used to the energy in the new moon, it's one of those I would highly suggest take a salt tub, and I would do like 1/4 of a cup of sea salt, so just a very little bit of sea salt in your tub, and that's going to make you kind of relax in the energy a little bit more. This is all about something new, so while you're in the tub cleaning everything else, make sure that you are going through like, what do you want new in your life? What is the new you want to come into you? What is that new that you want to, you know what I'm saying? Is it children? Is it a new career? Is it a new job? Is it a new, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, make sure that you, hello, Miss Veronica. Let's see. Okay, Henny is asking, feeling her son around her more than usual. I do feel like he's going to be coming back into the family. The one that passed away, I do feel like he's going to be coming back in the family, and that means that a new grandchild or a new baby coming in the family. And I don't feel like it's anytime like right away. I do feel like it'll be sometime late 2019, 2020 coming in time frame. So that's something that's coming, and it could be any of your kids that have that baby. Let's see, Jade. Okay, Jade. Wendy's. I do feel like a relocation coming to you, Jade. I kind of feel kind of late March, early June time frame, and I do feel like it's going to be more north. There's 2 locations that they're pulling me to. One is Oklahoma, and the other is Colorado. So those are the 2 that they're pulling my energy toward. So it's going to be in that area. It may be not like Denver area, but it may be a little bit closer to Oklahoma, and that's what maybe they're trying to show me, is that it's not as far north as like Boulder or something like that. Okay, Sue, on the class, yeah, the class won't start until 7. If you email me, Sue, we can talk or we can chat another time, and we can, you know, chat and kind of clear up any things. And as I get more students accommodated into that, then they'll tell me what's going on. Screen just adjusted. Okay, here we go. So, Melinda. Okay, Melinda's asking about her finances, and let me pull an angel card for you, Melinda. And she's asking about her finances. So, I get the card music coming in, and music is all about getting in alignment. If you notice, songs always have a melody, always have music to them. So what are you aligned to? Music is all about the rhythm of life. It's one of those, you've been through this lower section where you haven't had as much money coming in, and now you've got some more coming at you, and it's one of those, and you want to be in alignment. So I often tell my clients to make a abundance, a list of songs that you really love. Listen to them every day. You can listen to them, let's see, on your way to work. You can listen to them, my hair is messing up, on the way to work. Something that really excites you, you really fall in love with, things that really resonate with you, but make you feel abundant, make you just shake your booty and have some great times and just really enjoy the abundance that you already have in your life. And it's one of those, I do feel like the changes, your abundance changes coming in, you need to be in alignment with it. So that's what you need to listen to the music for. The music is all about getting back into your okay, Veronica's asking surgery, yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, someone asked me a question. I didn't see all of it. Surgery, yes or no? I get a no on the surgery, and I feel like it's more of a surgeon question. It's one of those, it is not a good surgeon that's going to be good for what you have an issue with. Okay. Stormy. Is Mike the guy I have been looking for? I'm going to ask the cards, because I first off get a no, Stormy, on if he's the one you've been looking for. And I kind of feel like it's an enchantment. Not necessarily in a bad way, but I don't feel like he is the one. He's really close. And it may be a relationship that will be short-lived, because I do feel like your next true love is coming in fairly quickly. So, hello, Miss Linda. Okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. Let's see, I've got Susie's asking, will 2009 be a good year for you? It really will be. I know we're celebrating the Chinese New Year, and this is going to be a really good year for you. So get in alignment what you really want to draw into yourself, what you really want to bring into your life, especially with this new moon that's really powerful right now. So I'm asking you to pull in that energy. So let's see. I completely understand, Sue. Let's see. I am trying to stay warm. This stuff blew in without my permission. It just got cold all of a sudden this afternoon. It was not fun. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Emma is asking insight into how long my terminally ill uncle has to live. I don't think it's very long. It's one of those, I would be really cautious about that. It's one of those, and I kind of feel like he's going to do it when there's no one else in the room. He really has never really liked putting on a show, but he just wants to go in peace. So I kind of feel like that's something that he's kind of desired his whole life is peace. Hello, Miss Joanna. Thank you, Miss Amanda. Let's see. Is Kevin around my husband and I? Megan, he is around you a lot. I do feel like Kevin has sweet energy. He really does. And I feel like he's... I would really say that he's more around your husband than anybody else, but that makes total sense. He is around your son a lot, especially when he's sleeping. When you walk into your son's room, the corner to your right, if you put out that's where he kind of hangs out and kind of stays out of his energy, so he doesn't bother him near as much. So that's something that he is totally there in the room. Okay, Lily is asking, are we going to be financially okay if we buy our house? I do feel like there's going to be some issues and some problems. It has a lot to do with the other person you're buying the house with. They're almost afraid of the bills and afraid of that sort of thing, and because they're kind of resistant to it, I would calm that energy first and make sure that you get into a house that you can truly afford and not have to stretch too far. It'll make them a little bit easier and have the process go a little bit faster. You're very welcome, Miss Henia. I have someone else. Veronica is asking, who or what is in my home affecting my health? You have an older lady that passed. I want to say she's not old, but she's like in her 60s, early 60s, so 62 or so. And she does affect your health, but I think she also affected the health of her kids that she lived with. So I would be very cautious about that. I would do a house cleanse. It's not something that you could handle at this point. It's one of those, you really do need to have a professional come in and do that cleanse. Is my son going to stay with me in Arizona or move to Florida? I feel like he's going to move to Florida. I do feel like he'll be back to Arizona, but it's not right away, but I do feel like he'll come back and then eventually move back there and live. Stormy, I thank you for that. And if anybody wants to leave me a review on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. I love hearing your reviews. One of the things I would say is also on my YouTube channel, which is Ruth Theresa, I've done a series of readings about relationships, things that my angels and guides have told people over the years, and this is a really powerful one. So I would make sure that you listen to that, because you're really coming into this, Stormy, especially coming into this time of changing your relationships around, and don't waste time on people that are energy vampires or wasters. Let's see, Joanna, my boyfriend going to propose. I do feel like he'll propose, but I kind of feel more like the fall time, and I don't feel like it's, you know what I'm saying, it's one of those, don't push it too hard, because then he gets really overwhelmed with it, and he wants to do it on his own. So stop pushing, stop asking, it will come, just relax. So that's what I get there. Hello, Miss Joyce. See, regarding my health issues in 2019. So Sissy wants one in her health. The card is miracles. So I will tell you, Sissy, that there are many miracles coming around, and it's one of those, don't waste your time praying for a miracle, because it's already around you. It's kind of asking for something that's already there. So I want you to be very cautious about how you pray, how you tell God how you want this done. Just know that it's already done by His word alone, that it's already taken care of. So I want you to understand that. It's just having your body to vibrate to that same energy. So know that it is already close to you at hand. Let's see, Emma. You're very welcome, Miss Emma. Let's see if we can get this to jump again. Here we go. Okay. Courtney. Courtney, I'm not, it's an older female, and I'm not sure, she feels very much like a mom energy, so I don't know if she is truly your mom, or she just feels like a mom energy. That could be like a grandmother that acted like a mom, or an aunt that acted like a mom, but I feel very much a mom energy in the one that's around you. So if that's who you thought it was, that's who I feel it is. So when you feel her energy, make sure you take a deep breath and ask her questions, and she will try to show you the answers wherever possible. Delma, my current job. Delma, I don't feel like there's one coming at the job that you're at now. I do feel like you'll end up changing companies sometime July or August time frame, and it will be a promotion along with a new position, a new company, and making a little bit more money. But I do feel like that comes in sometime late July, early August for you. Janelle. Okay, Janelle. Okay, so let's see, changes in the family. So they're showing me the dream card. So have you been dreaming that you're having a child, or some changes that are coming in? Know that they're coming true. The dream card is all about the truth in what you dream. So just know that if you've been dreaming this, it's on its way. You don't need to keep pulling it in or dragging it to you. It's already on its way. It's kind of like the check is in the mail. It's coming. So just wait. So where are we at? Okay, Katie Lynn. I keep getting... Katie, work is not just rough, it's like downright halicious. It's one of those, that is just some crazy stuff you work with. I say that there's some new changes coming in your work, and I feel like you're going to be the spearhead of a lot of those changes. So I would say that's something that you really need to draw into yourself, is these changes surrounding you. And they're pulling 2 cards for me. And this is for Katie Lynn. So I just want to let you know the 2 cards they're showing me are power and dreams. So start dreaming of your new job and giving yourself the power to make the changes that you require in your life. Make sure that you're being very strong and being very forceful in what you really want in your life. And just so y'all know, everything I do, this is posted on Facebook as soon as I'm finished, but this also comes in that it goes on my YouTube channel. So if you can't find it on Facebook for whatever reason, it goes on my YouTube channel. So it's one of those, it is available to you. It's all date stamped. So if you need to know where it is, this is February 7th, and it'll say it on everything. That's how I keep track of it, because I have several clients that come in at me at the same time. Let's see. And make sure y'all only post 1 question. If I see 2 from the same person, I try not to answer, just because it's one of those that may be taking time from somebody else. Let's see, Cindy. Cindy, I would say really, you and I need to do a private reading, because this is not going to answer your questions. It's one of those, he's very angry. He's very angry at everybody, his whole world. But that's not even going to scratch the surface of what information. I got kicked off, so I'm getting back on. So hold on a second. Okay, everybody, I so apologize. We're going to go for another 10 minutes. So if y'all have any questions, I know everybody will start popping back on in just a minute. So I so apologize that I was kicked off. Crazy, crazy energy tonight. So as soon as I get back on, I will answer all the questions that y'all had up there. I so apologize. It's one of those, we'll see where we get to tonight. Hello, Miss Stephanie. Thanks for rejoining me. If you posted another question on the previous one and I answered it, that's okay. But if you haven't had your question answered, please post your question again. I can't look at the other one. Hi, Miss Kylie. So if you haven't, if you've already had a question answered, please allow others to have their question answered, since we only have another like 10 minutes on the video. Hello, Miss Cassandra. Miss Cassie. If y'all have a question and you haven't already had one answered, please post one. If you posted it before and I didn't answer, post again. So, Clarissa, I see 4 children in your future. And I feel like one of them may not be from your given birth by you. So it may be that the spouse that you choose already has one, or that y'all adopt a child at some point. There's just one child that's coming in. So Courtney, card reading for me. Courtney, next time when you do this, tell me what area you want me to pull the card in. It makes it a little bit easier to know. So Miss Courtney, they're asking you about your focus. Where is your focus? What you focus on is going to come at you very, very quickly. How them remaining. Thank you, Miss Linda. You're very sweet to me. So the rest of the month of February. I feel like the card is it's harmony. So it's getting everything on board. And the more harmonious you feel in your life, the more things that are coming through for you. So make sure that you're in harmony with your abundance and your career and things around you. And one of the things that I have found personally that's really fun to do is when that happens is really concentrate on when things are really happy, taking a moment and just going, wow, this is so great. Just imagine that energy coming in at you. So, for you. Okay, so we're doing one for Tammy in the career area. Okay, so Tammy in the career area. And this one popped out. Freedom. So freedom is all about what do you want to make it into? What do you have coming at you? You have a lot of freedom that you haven't really taken advantage of. It's kind of like the fruit's there on the vine and you haven't pulled off the fruit to eat it. So there are a lot of abundance around you. There's a lot of career options around you. And stop saying that there's not, because I know better. So turn that positive. Turn it into the harmony that's around you, and you'll get the freedom that you deserve. Okay? Linda, I did a card for you. Let me see. Okay. Janelle, I did a card. I did a reading for you already, and it's in the other one. They'll both be posted this evening, and I so apologize. I was having a little bit of computer glitches. You know how it is. And so those are both in the previous one. I remember that completely. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it jumped out at me. It jumped out. This is the card that jumped out for me, for you, Megan. It came out, literally jumped out, and I had to jump to the floor to grab it for you. Your guardian angel is always around you. I also feel like there's some times that you don't completely use your guardian angels as much as you could or should. So know that they are with you and around you all the time. Put them suckers to work. I often tell them they're really great for babysitters, you know what I'm saying, to keep an eye on your child if you're doing something else and kind of, you know, they're napping, or if you're doing something and you feel out of sorts, ask them to clear the energy around you. That's really helpful. Hello, Miss Charlie. I do feel like that's something that is really important. A lot of people do not use their angels as well as they could have. So, Miss Charlie, For you in your finances, I get the card spiritual growth. And the more your spirituality grows, the more your abundance will grow. Not that I don't think you really have a true problem with your finances. It's one of those, but no, our abundance doesn't come from ourselves. It doesn't come from our husbands or our spouses or anything like that. It comes from our Creator, and our Creator is in charge of abundance. And when you let Him know what you require, He will make it happen for you. In His time, of course, which is not always our time, but He will make that happen for us. So, let's see, I got one more question down here. There we go. Sarah, I think I answered your question earlier. So go back to the other one. It's one of those I know a lot of people got knocked off. Look at the other one. I think I already answered that one for you. I have like 3 minutes left. So if someone who hasn't asked a question has a question, I'll be more than happy to answer. And I so apologize for the technical issues. Also, if you have technical issues on your side during a reading, I can't see them until I finish the recording. It doesn't pop up. Nothing pops up on my side. So if I have people call me, text me and say I'm having problems, I can't stop what I'm doing and see what the problem is. So I so apologize for that part. It's one of those I just can't. Delma, I answered your question. It is in the other part. It's in the part 1 of this, and I'll put this one on as soon as I finish, but it's in the first part. I answered that when I remembered answering that one. See, I remember. Some things I remember and some things I don't. I have a really strange memory. Spiritual growth is a card that I get for a lot of people. When I do a reading, I only actually, which is really strange, is I only do angel card readings when I'm online. It's one of those that helps me get a faster connection. So I know we're probably almost out of time now, but it's one of those, when you ask for a card reading, ask me what area, and it'll help me kind of define where they want me to go with that card. And push the energy in that area, and that's kind of what I do in a reading. I normally don't do cards during a reading at all. It kind of slows me down, but this, where I don't have a personal connection with each and every one of you, this makes it a little bit easier. So I so apologize for any problems for the technical issues. Just sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. The internet gods are not always on my side. So let me see if I've got. Delma, you're very welcome. Look at the other one. I swear I answered that question. I thought I answered everything. So I'm going to call it quits for tonight. We're just over our 30-minute mark. So I so thank you. If you brought a friend with you and they posted a question or something like that, I also need them to post who referred them. So we're going to do this again February 28th. So if you're inviting a friend to come and join us Thursday Night Live on the 28th, I need them to post who invited them. So-and-so invited me. And then whatever question they ask, I will put the person who invited them a name into a pot. I will pull out that name, and I will give that person a free gift. It could be anything under the world. It could be anywhere from a free reading. It could be to a deck of angel cards. It could be jewelry. I have a lot of spiritual jewelry and stones. It could be a salt lamp. It could be a salt stone. It could be absolutely anything. It just depends on how the mood hits me that night and what your angels and guides ask me to send to you. So I only send what's required. So not a problem, guys. I thank y'all so much for joining me, and I will see you next Thursday, the 14th. I know it's Valentine's Day, and I will still be on from 9 to 9:30, so I may be on by myself unless everybody else is joining me. And then on the 28th, we will do another one, invite a friend, and I will be giving away a gift that night. Like I said, I never know what the gift is going to be. It's your angels and guides decision. So if you invite a friend, please have them type in on the side, on the comments, who invited them, and then ask their question. Of course, I always love your questions, and then I will do a drawing of all the names of the peoples. Okay, thank y'all so much. Y'all have an amazing night, and we will be talking soon. Bye.